Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Yang Bisan, and today I would like to present about the lesson that I have learned. It's like the review before my final exam. Moving on to the content, here is the content that I will cover in this presentation. First, let's begin with the subjunctive noun clause. So, subjunctive noun clause is the clause where the verb in the clause is the base form. No matter what the subject is the plural or singular, the verb still in the base form. The base verb in the subjunctive is applied in the sentence where the sentence is express the demand or suggestion or important or something. When we see the first verb is the subjunctive word, we don't care like the word is verb or adjective or noun. What we care is that the meaning is expressed demand or suggestion or important. Let's take a look at the structure here. This is the main clause plus that and subject. The last one is the base verb. For the example here, they recommend that he study harder. So when we see the word that show suggestion, here is the word that shows verb that shows suggestion is recommend. So after that, after the subject here, the verb study still in the base form. We don't add ies or s. Next one is the recommendation is that he take the advanced class. So we can see that this is noun, not only the verb. Noun also in the subjunctive form because the recommendation here is so suggestion. So after the subject, the verb still in the base form. Moving on to the third example, which is passive. When the passive, the form is be, not a. And next one is the coach suggests that he be working on his fitness daily. So here is the verb on the subjunctive, be working. It is in the continuous form, but we don't use am is a. We use be instead of that because we see that the subjunctive verb is suggest. The number 5, the doctor advised that he not eat too much sugar. Even though it is the negative form, we don't need the auxiliary verb or something. We just add not before the verb. So that he not eat too much sugar. The last one is the past tense. It was important that she attend the meeting. So important here, even though it is in the past, the subjunctive verb still in the base verb. We don't change anything. That's all for the subjunctive noun clause. Moving on to the next point, which is the basic structure of essay writing. First, we need to understand what is essay. Essay is the combination of paragraphs that describe and explain a topic with a clearly example and evidence. So here is the structure of the essay writing. First, we have three main components. The first one is introduction paragraph. Second, body, and the last one is concluding paragraph. And the introduction paragraph, we have three main components. The first one is hook. This one we use to grab the attention from the reader. And then background. Background, we will explain the reader that why this topic is important, why it matters. And the last one is thesis statement. It's the place where we will tell reader what we want to go, what we're going to talk about, and what are the main points in our topic. The second important is body. In the body, we can have 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs depending on the topic. In the paragraph, we have a subsection like a topic sentence, supporting sentence, and concluding sentence. For the topic sentence, we say the main point, and then we explain and give example in the supporting sentence, and we also have the concluding sentence in the paragraph. And the second paragraph or third paragraph also like this. This last one is concluding paragraph. It is important because we summary and tell the reader that what we really want to talk about. And this one we have three component in it. Like first we restate the thesis and summary the key point. And the last one is to show the recommendation to the reader. Like the writer, what is your idea? What is your suggestion to reader? Now I will show the example of the essay. Here is the essay that I have written. The topic is learning English can bring you three advantages. So here is the whole essay, and we can see that the first paragraph is introduction paragraph, and the last one is concluding paragraph. So we can see that the essay have three paragraphs in the body that go deeper with the introduction paragraph. English is a language. Here is the hope that we grab attention from the reader. And then it is important to the consequence. It is a background of the topic that we show that why this topic is matter. And the last sentence here is the thesis statement that we tell three main points that this topic will discuss about. The first main point is better job opportunity. The second is easy growth or communication. And the last one, greater access to knowledge, which means that we can access to several resources in English, like the education purpose, or research, or general information, or political. Yes, that's all for the introduction. Moving on to the body. Let's look at the first paragraph in the body. So in the body, we have topic sentence. And this one here is the topic sentence in the paragraph 1. After topic sentence, we need to explain and give example. From the even though until recruited here is the explanation. Explanation about the topic sentence. And then we provide the example here. Here is the example of the topic sentence. Example of the explanation. And then the last one is the concluding sentence that we tell what we discuss about in this paragraph. The next paragraph is similar, but we discuss a new important point of the essay. The topic sentence is for global communication. And then the Sing English. Sing English is spoken in part of the world here. Until this one is the explanation about our topic sentence. And then we give the example until this. For this section, illustrate that learning English could bring you our life for more convenient and happy people. Stay connected is the concluding sentence of the paragraph, of the second paragraph. And here is the last paragraph in the body, which is discuss about the third main point, access to knowledge and information. Yeah, we have the same format like explanation, example, and the conclusion. Yeah, that's all for the body. Moving on to the concluding paragraph in our essay. In conclusion, Having knowledge of English can be undeniably important in many areas of our life. This one we just restate the thesis that we have discussed earlier, and then we summarize the key point here. The key point is that career opportunity, global communication, and access to knowledge is the key point. And the last one here is the recommendation from the writer to reader. Yes, that's all for the basic structure of essay writing. Moving on to the next point is passive in present perfect. Let's talk first about the present perfect. Present perfect we used to discuss about experience or something that have result in the present. But passive in present perfect, we focus on the result or on the object, not focus on the doer. Here is the structure of present perfect in active. We have a subject plus have and verb C. And when we change to the passive, we just add been verb C. Have plus been verb C. To identify which tense is written in the present perfect, we can see the time expression based on the time expression. The time expression for present perfect, it is the common case like seen for, recently, yet, so far, already, and ever. This is the common time expression that used in the present perfect. So let's go to the example. For the active or present perfect, here the team has already completed the project before Friday. When we see the time verb, the already and before, we can identify that this is the present perfect. And then when we want to change to the passive, the team has already. When we change to the passive, we don't focus on the team. We want to know that the project is complete. The project has been complete, but we don't know the doer or the subject. So the project here, we move to the front, has already been. We apply the form has and already to the middle of been and been here, and complete, we change to the verb 3 and also add the time expression before Friday. Moving on to the second example. The students have submitted all the assignments so far. So the student here is the subject, and all the assignment is the object. When we change to the passive, we don't want to focus on the subject. So we move the object to the front. All the assignment have, because this is the plural, we use with have, and apply the form been. Here is the verb submit. We change to verb 3 submitted by the student so far. By the student here, we can be omitted. Okay. And the third example, workers have repaired the bridge since last summer storm. Here the time expression since last summer storm. When we see the verb in here, where we can identify, oh, this is the present perfect. So when we want to change the passive, we just apply the structure. So the object here is the worker have repaired the bridge. So the bridge is the object. So we move it to the front, and then we identify the verb. The verb here is repair. So the bridge is singular. We use has. And been, repair is the past participle of this one. And then just add the time expression. That's all for the present perfect. Let's continue to the passive in future perfect. where passive in future perfect is used to show the action that completed before another action in the future. Here is the form of future perfect in active. Will have plus verb 3. And when we change to the passive, we just add been. Will have been and verb 3. Let's clear with the example here. The active is the IT department will have replaced all outdated software across the company computer within a year. So the time expression here is within a year. Within a year, the IT department will be completed this action. This action is replaced. So let's identify the subject and the object. So the IT department here is the subject, and all of the outdated software across the company computer will be the object. So when we change to the passive, we can move the time expression to the front, or we can use it at the end, also correct. And then we place the object, all outdated software. We apply this structure, will have been, and the verb is changed to verb 3, replace, across the company computer. So this one here, we don't have the subject anymore. The sentence want to express that within a year. It means that the software will be replaced before a year. Moving on to the second example, the active is the event team will have decorated the hall by the time the guests arrive. So the time expression in this future perfect is by the time the guests arrive. It means that before the guests arrive. Let's identify the subject. The subject is the event team. And here is the verb in the sentence. And the hall is the object. So when we change to the passive, we add the time expression at the front here. The time expression by the time guests arrive. And then the object, the hall, and add will have been decorated. The verb in passive, because like we have been and decor, we change to verb 3. And the sentence, it means that the hall will have been decorated by who? We don't know in the passive. We just want to focus that the hall will have been decorated. We don't care who decorated. Moving on to the conclusion of my presentation. So the first one I have discussed about subjunctive. Subjunctive is the clause that the verb is in the bad form, no matter what the subject is plural or singular. We just use the bad form when we see the verb that show demand or suggestion or important. And the second is essay structure. In the essay structure, we have introduction. In introduction, we have hook, background, and thesis statement. Next, body. In the body, we have a supporting paragraph, like 1, 2, or 3 paragraph. And the last one is the concluding paragraph that show the reader what we want to talk about. And we need to restate the statement, summary the key point, and give the recommendation to reader. Next is the passive in present perfect. The form is have or has plus been plus verb 3, and the last one passive in future perfect. The form is will, have or has plus been plus verb 3. Yes, that's all for my presentation. Thank you, teacher.